Good morning. It's such a pleasure to be here today. A year and a half ago, Governor Cuomo launched the Medicaid Redesign team, and I've had the pleasure to be the executive director of that effort. Back when we started that process, I was brand new to New York, having moved from Wisconsin, where I'd been the Medicaid director. And I had very little knowledge, experience, had not really seen supportive housing at work in terms of what it could do for Medicaid members. And thanks to Ted and to quite a few of you who helped educate myself and those of us on the team, we have radically changed our view in the Medicaid program in New York in terms of what we see supportive housing, in terms of its role in us really not only bending the cost curve in our program, but also fundamentally improving the outcomes of the patients we serve. We have a program that serves over 5 million individuals. We spend $54 billion a year. It's the largest Medicaid program in the country. We spend more than twice the national average on a per recipient basis. We were on path for spending growth of 13%, and we are 1/3 of the total state budget. When that happens, if we are unable to find savings in our program, we make the entire budget situation of the state extremely problematic. And it was really Governor Cuomo's vision that perhaps instead of after many years of acrimonious debate and a lot of negative TV ads, that perhaps a different approach, a more collaborative approach to reform could be waged in our state. And if we brought the stakeholders into the room and thought differently about how we could change the program, we could make strides in achieving both cost containment as well as improved outcomes. And I think, as I view it, of all the many reforms and initiatives that came out of that process, I think the one that really shows just how much of a change in mindset occurred as a result of this process, it is the state's new commitment to supportive housing. Obviously, we're very excited to announce the moving forward, and these colleagues of mine will talk about how we plan to spend portions of that $75 million over the next year. But that really is only the beginning. Not only do we have that appropriation for years to come, but we also have this initiative, this diversion opportunity, where as we close institutions, as we close nursing homes, as we give people opportunities to move out into the community, a unique opportunity, first in the nation, to give us the opportunity to be able to redeploy those dollars back into supportive housing. And then next, in addition to all of this, Governor Cuomo announced earlier this week an effort to pursue a groundbreaking new federal-state relationship with regards to how the Medicaid program in our state is structured, one that would potentially allow us to reinvest up to $2 billion per year in federal savings that is being generated thanks to the MRT back into the delivery system, back into initiatives designed to improve outcomes and reduce costs even further. One of the big areas we have identified in that particular agreement, that particular Medicaid waiver, is the potential for substantial investment in supportive housing. And I'm not talking about $75 million a year. I'm talking over a 5-year period, potentially hundreds of millions of dollars of new investment into supportive housing. Lastly, and there'll be another panel where I'll be happy to talk about in greater detail a number of these topics, but lastly, I want to say that just to give you a sense of just how different this discussion is in New York from what is happening across the country. No state in the country has used state Medicaid dollars to plug directly into expanding supportive housing production. We've done that now with $75 million. No state has created a diversion program that as institutions close, that those dollars can be reinvested. And no state has ever pursued a waiver with the federal government like the one we're pursuing today. And I think that, the reason why we're so unique, the reason why this has been such a paradigm shift for the Medicaid program is really because of all of you. I got my education in supportive housing when I went to visit Harlem United here in the city and actually sat down and met with residents of their supportive housing, one of their supportive housing projects, and actually sat across the table with them and learned firsthand how it transformed their lives. And for me, that was transformational, and I think for the entire team who helped put together this plan for the governor, it really was transformative to hear the real stories from the people you serve on a daily basis. And for that, I want to thank you, and I look forward to working with you in the years to come on making supportive housing a real difference maker when it comes to reforming the Medicaid program. Thank you.